Alrighty guys, this is Conrad back at it with another project. As you can see, I am gonna present it to you. So here we go. My project was, I did an Arduino. I did many different things. I used LEDs, pots, servos, buzzers. It took me a little while to figure out how to complete a circuit. It took probably longer than it should have, but I got it figured out, I guess. I had a lot of fun doing this project. I learned quite a bit about the code. Well, I actually did learn a pretty good amount of code. Like, I wouldn't say that I could code something by myself because it's pretty technical on how you plug in stuff. But like, I can understand like, oh, these lights have police lights because there's a delay in the code and it has a timer for how many seconds, and like the buzzer has different speeds for the beeps it'll do. And I don't know, I just feel like I have a stronger understanding of what that was. So that was a nice other thing that I did, that I learned. Alright. So then again, I learned how to complete a circuit, mildly understand the code, went over that. Positive, negative leads, that like there was, especially on my lights, I'll show you a video in a little bit, of the lights that flash in a series one by one. I saw one and it sorry. I was kind of mad because I couldn't get it to figure, or couldn't get it to go, and then I flipped the positive negative lead, so I just turned the LED around and that one flashed, and I just kept going one by one and flicking it. So sometimes that would help out, because that's a pretty common mistake that I had, was having the wrong leads. Learned how breadboards work. We'll go over that in a sec. And then Skylar's a cool guy. He helped me out initially. He was nice to chat with. Skylar Taylor. He's a nice guy to talk to while you're working. So here we go. Okay, so here's the breadboard. So you can see like the left over here where I'm putting my mouse. This is the current's running horizontal, or not vertically. It's running vertically here, so it'll run this way. So then you take wires or resistor or something or whatever you need, and then you carry it over, and it'll this row will run horizontally, and it'll run the circuit horizontally to whatever you're doing. So that's a pretty nifty little thing. There's Skylar, the guy I was just talking about. Here's me. It's pretty basic stuff. Here's me using a pod initially. This is pretty easy. This is just me getting a blinky light on the breadboard. So as you can see, running horizontal. The resistor it's running to the resistor, and then it's connected. So, and then it's running to this light there. So that was pretty nice. And then here's the police lights. As you can see, we have the ground in there, I think, and then it's running vertically, and then it'll run to the wire. The wire's jumping over here, and it'll run to the resistor, and it'll just continue to blink until you turn it off, until you unplug the power. So here's a better view. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the blink lights. Here they are.
Pot's right here. Hey! Ciao.
Yeah, so that was pretty nice. Oh gosh. Okay. Here's some more stuff. Here's a button. Josh Peterson helped me with that. A fellow Peterson. With the light, with this button here. So every time I click the button, it allows the light to turn on. So that was pretty nifty. Here's some more. This is the series. That's the series I was talking about right here. This is the one where I had to flip the LED, positive negative leads, and then it would go. So this had quite a few more wires than my initial projects. And then here we go. There's the ground cord, as you can see, and it's running all through the resistors, and resistors are powering over to the LEDs. So, well, it's not powering over, it's connecting, but yeah. Here we go again. There we go. Oh, this is a pot. Yeah. Yeah. So as you can see, then when I turn the pot one direction, it'll allow the lights to turn on progressively. And the further I turn it, the more lights turn on. And then when I reverse it back, the lights will shut off. So I really liked working with the pots. There's a picture of it. It's a lot of wires. It really was kind of hard for my fingers to fit through all that. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, gosh, here's more, Skylar. Alright, here's a buzzer. They make noise. I had a lot of fun with these. One of the more fun things I did with these buzzers was you can, like, the buzzer speed, like, you can make it buzz. You make it by like music. So there's a quarter note, eighth note, 16th note, and so like you just go by powers of 4 or by multiples of 4. So like you take 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16. So I guess anyway, it's just like that. And so I made it in like the thousands, and it just would barely, it just beep 1 because it couldn't do it. But I had fun experimenting with that. Here's my first little thing.
Ms. Dank's about to be here for the checkup. All right.
Yeah, so that was pretty fast. I don't know what speed I put that on, but that was definitely not a 4444. Here's the next one.
Skylar!
Yeah, that one. That one I kind of mixed it up with, so different speeds made it sound. Or made it slow down and speed up, and then.
Skylar!
Gosh. I don't know. Oh gosh, more Skylar. Okay. Oh, here's a servo. I really liked working with these, actually. This is my first servo thing that I did. The servo would just keep spinning, I think the full 180, unless I stopped. I think it was spinning all the way. Let me look. No, okay, yeah, so it would change a little bit, but. Yeah, so I had a lot of fun with that. I don't know, the servo was probably my favorite thing. I don't know, I just like the spinning of it, but that was pretty cool. So that was a pretty basic one, and then here's one with a pot.
Okay, here is the servo. Here is the pot. I am going to turn the knob. And the faster I turn the pot, the faster the servo goes. But if I turn it slow... Oh, but Skylar's not here. But Brandon!
So yeah, there was the pot with the servo. So yeah, the faster I'd turn it, the faster the servo would go. The slower I'd turn it, the slower the servo would go, and so forth. Okay, the plan was good. I need to elaborate more on that. So my plan was to initially just kind of go pretty basic, and I would say, like, I know, like, most of my stuff, like, compared to people that did a lot with Arduino, it was pretty, I don't know, it was pretty simple compared to the people, like, that were really, really into it. But I just wanted to get a lot of things done and learn about a lot of different things. So I did a lot of, I say, like, very, very basic is what I did for about the first week, and then I started to amp it up a little bit, and then I started just trying a lot of different things towards the 3rd and 4th week. So I would say it worked out pretty well. It wasn't like I didn't have a specific project that I needed done by the end of the 4 weeks. So it made it pretty. I wasn't too stressed out. Like I made sure I got a lot of stuff done, but I wasn't like stressing out if one thing didn't work. I just move on to the next and try something new, and then come back to it. But I didn't really have any that didn't end up working eventually. So if I were to do another Arduino project, I would love to try something more, like try maybe a pretty big thing that might be more complex, that I might even try to code a little bit. But I probably need to study that a little bit more. But I really had fun with this project. I would definitely do it again. And that's all she wrote, folks. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it.